Yo, welcome back to the house where we talk new celebrities and hot topics. All right, let's talk about Bravo, the Bravo girlies. Listen, so y'all know Messy Mondays, it's over. And when I foreshadowed the situation, y'all were like, you're lying. And look at what didn't happen. Look at what didn't happen. Dr. Heavenly is done with Carlos King and that messy Monday show. Messy Monday. No, I'm playing. She's not done with Carlos King, but apparently, allegedly, according to the information that I was sent, she didn't quit the Messy Mondays. Messy Mondays was like a YouTube show that a lot of people liked. A few of my people who are not really deep into reality television like that tell me that they absolutely love the show, mainly for Dr. Heavenly and her unhinged, unfiltered ways. But listen, a lot of people like the show. It was their Messy Monday show where they would get on there and be messy. And apparently, okay, I recently have followed this girl who had a show called Messy Monday and pitched it to Carlos King. But then Carlos King took Messy Monday and ended up doing it for himself. So that's a different conversation for a different day. But I just thought about that. Okay. Anyways, back to the original plot. So they were doing the Messy Mondays where they would talk about Housewives and Bravo shows and OWN shows and Love and Marriage, and they would review different reality television series and things like that. And I guess Dr. Heavenly got up there. She said something about Melody from Love and Marriage, Huntsville. Melody has unhinged fans, so I guess they decided that they were going to call up her dental practice and like play on the phone lines. A very weird situation, okay? So I guess that was the final straw. Now, remember a few months ago, I was telling y'all that Dr. Heavenly went on to social medias and she basically said that she wants to kind of get out of the messy space and do some other content. And I told her from the screen here onto YouTube that she needs to do dentistry content. She really needs to focus on her dentistry content. People love that. And I feel like there's a bigger market for it versus mess and gossip, right? Heavenly, you're better than this. Show us you picking off plaque from somebody's teeth, or show us you doing a cleaning, or show us your process when you're doing veneers. Like, I think that's more interesting. Number one, I think there's a bigger market for it. And I feel like you can expand your audience that way. And y'all, what has she been doing in the last 2 weeks onto TikTok? Really been pushing the dentistry content, and that got her over 100,000 followers onto the TikTok. Okay, a very interesting situation. So there's been, I guess, a lot of rumors about why she decided, to not be onto the Messy Monday show with Carlos King, and apparently it's because the millimeters, I think is what y'all call them, was calling up her practice and calling up this place and calling up that place, playing on them people landline. And I guess she was just done with it and didn't want to be a part of the mess no more because the Love and Marriage fans are a bit unhinged. Okay, this is what Carlos King had to say about the situation. He said they're not beefing, that they did not fall out, that Heavenly loves him and he loves Heavenly, and that it was basically Melody's crazed out fans.
Dr. Heavenly did mention that she loves me and I love her. So for the record, again, Carlos King and Dr. Heavenly did not fall out. We are still friends and we still talk. And she mentioned that some of the Love and Marriage Huntsville fans were taking it too far and they were calling her job and she had to remove herself from it. And what she said is true. Dr. Heavenly was being Dr. Heavenly funny and she was giving her opinions about stuff. And she called me one day and said, there's people calling my job and this is too much. And not only are people calling my job, we interviewed some of your cast members and I'm hearing they're having beef and they're calling me. And she said, Carlos, this is too much for me. It's becoming too much. And I respected what she was going through and how she was feeling. And we made the decision to take a break from Messy Monday because I care about her mental health like I do my cast.
Okay, so Heavenly's mental health was at risk dealing with Messy Mondays, child. Okay, so I guess it's not a goodbye, it's a see you later. It's not an eject, it's just a pause. Let me know how y'all feel about the situation in the comments down below. Moving on, speaking of the Real Housewives of Potomac, let me just go ahead and do like a 5-second recap. Honestly, I'm not going to even do a recap, but I just want to make a few notes. The show in general as a whole, I feel like I'm not that impressed. I feel like a lot of you guys are very easily impressed. A lot of you guys are very interested in this love triangle that Mia has going on. And I don't really understand why Potomac producers are pushing every nook and cranny of Mia's life onto us. I know it's a reality television show, but it's like we have to witness her love triangle. Then we also have to witness, her best friend being obsessed with her. And then we also have to witness like all of these other friends. Like we got introduced to like 5 new Mia friends in this past episode. And I'm just kind of like, why? Why? And then I don't know, I just kind of feel like Karen going off on Jacqueline because Jacqueline said that you called her drunk, which has been, documented onto the show numerous times in seasons past where they say that you call them drunk. You have been called a drunk so many times in seasons past, and then all of a sudden Jacqueline says something about you calling her up drunk, and then it's like the end of the world. And Karen, you are deflecting. And then I just kind of feel like, I feel like Kiarna's introduction is just very slow. I feel like the best thing about this season so far is getting to know Stacy. But to me, that's not enough. And it's cute. I'm not saying that the show is bad. I'm not saying that the show is trash. I'm not saying that people shouldn't watch it because, of course, I'm a fan of the show. I still get my life watching the show. However, the narrative that this season, ever since they got rid of Robin and Candace, has just been like the best thing since sliced bread. I don't understand that for me personally. Now, a show that I do understand all the hype about is the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. If I had to rank all of the currently airing Housewives shows, I would say that Salt Lake City's number 1, OC is a close number 2, then Potomac, then Roni. I think those are the only 4 that are airing right now, if I'm not mistaken. It would be Salt Lake City, OC, Potomac, then Roni. Yeah, Salt Lake City is that girl. And honestly, they didn't need Monica. And y'all know who I absolutely love. Y'all know the storyline that I'm just like obsessed with. I love Mary this season. This is Mary's best season. She seems happier. She's more open. She's participating. She's actually being a part of the show. And I like that. And she's super funny and shady. But y'all, who I really like the most, and her storyline is just so juicy and it just gives me soap opera vibes. Brittany. I don't know what it is about Brittany. I think Brittany is kind of, she's delusional. And I think her storyline is a mess. And I just think it's great television. Like, y'all, she's dating this Osmond. Okay, she's dating this guy by the name of Jared Osmond, right? They've been on and off, on and off, on and off. And basically, in a nutshell, the reason why they have such a terrible relationship is because she's chasing after this man that really don't want her. The man wants her, but like wants to string her along. He doesn't really want like a real committed traditional relationship, right? Won't post her onto social media, won't even call her his girlfriend or his girl or his woman. Calls her just a friend, my best friend. Will not do the things that need to be done in order to solidify a good, trusting relationship. I mean, they'll be holding hands in public, and then he sees a hot young tenderoni on the street and drops Brittany's hand. The disrespect is so real. So it's a very weird, toxic relationship with Mr. Jared Osmond. And the thing about the situation is that they done broke up. Okay, Brittany and Jared done broke up. But then Angie had a Mob Wives party, which was a fabulous party, by the way. The best cast event thus far this season. And Brittany decided that she was going to bring Aaron, a different dude, as a rebound date. Comes to find out while she is making out with Aaron in the corner at Angie's Mob Wives party, Jared Osmond walks through the door. Child, the drama. And then she crying and acting hysterical, letting that man see her sweat. She goes up to him and asks, Jared, what are you doing here? Like, y'all, she's hysterical. She's crying. She's emotional. She's sad. Jared goes, well, I missed you. Ooh! Not while she on a date with Aaron. Child, Salt Lake City is juicy. It's spicy. I don't care. That shit is juicy. Okay, and then what else? We have Salt Lake City. Roni, I think is just, it's not bad. It's not must-see television. OC though. OC is really, really good. Shannon is carrying. Tamara is being a bully as always. Jen found out that Tamara a few years back wanted to do a background check on on her man, on Jen's man, what's his name, Ryan. When Jen found out that information, she went up to Tamara and tore her a new one, and I was so proud because I cannot for the life of me, and I think it's the most annoying thing about OC is the fact that they let Tamara go around terrorizing everybody, bullying everybody, and nobody stands up to her. That shit is irritating as hell. And so when Jen finally decided to cuss Tamara out, I was too happy about the situation. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. What's your favorite Housewives show right now? Let's talk about it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye.